Hi guys, welcome to another day on Mazda RX-8 channel. My name is Serge. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Guess what guys, for the past couple days I've been having starting issues. And today I started my Mazda RX-8. I did record the whole process, but I think I got an either blown head gasket or worse. Take a look. Spark plugs. Well, just two spark plugs. I don't know why, but it just seems to always happen. Whenever you order something, it's just always some kind of miscommunication, misunderstanding. While I was really specific to the parts store that I needed 4 spark plugs, their computer only said I needed 2. Yet, their computer said I needed 4 ignition coils. And I said, you know what? I will hold off on ignition coils. You could order them if you like. But I need 4 laser iridium spark plugs. So that being said, 4 ignition coils came in and only 2 spark plugs. And I said, I thought I was really clear with you, and I said I needed 4 spark plugs. He's like, oh, computer only said 2. I needed 4, buddy. So they ordered me 2 more. So here's what I did, guys. I took the 2 good ones and I put them in cylinder number 1 for the left upper and the left bottom, and then I took 2 lower ones for the left and for the right, and I stuck them to the cylinder number 2. I chose the dry ones, not the wet ones. Now at this point I did not add any oil to the cylinders. If I will not be able to get the car started today, I will try to do that tomorrow. At the same time, whenever my spark plugs. Anyways, let's try to start it. Okay, we're gonna let off a little bit. Start back up. Let off a little bit. Start again. Okay. Anyways, guys, right now while I'm actually taking a break for the starter, even though it hasn't been that long for me to crank it, I wanted to tell you something while it's still fresh in my mind. I've taken a look at what these spark plugs look like brand new and the ones that I had, and they seem pretty much identical to me. It almost seems like recently these spark plugs have been replaced. So that leads me to believe a couple things. We might have ignition coil issue. I did experience a misfire in cylinder number 1. Let me know, guys, if this could happen due to apex seals, if you would get any kind of misfire, if your apex seals are failing, or if you get a low compression, would that even cause it? Just let me know, because I really don't know if that would actually help. I mean, if that would actually do it. But I know one thing is, anytime there's an issue with ignition coils, certainly could cause a misfire. Anything wrong with spark plug wires, it could also do it. Anything wrong with spark plugs can do it. Spark plugs were wet for the upper type of row when I pulled them out the first time. So, you know, that just tells me that fuel is coming in and it's probably getting flooded, and this is why they're kind of wet a little bit. But anyways, that is what I wanted to say. Let's continue starting. Alright, let's see, that's 10 seconds. And go. I also kind of think that with each crank there is some fuel getting to the cylinders, and what's happening is some of the premix is getting there as well. So I think this is why it's trying to start up. So that could only mean like one thing, I guess. Low compression, and whenever some oil makes it, then it helps. Let's just wait a little bit. I might actually even try taking like a turkey baster and actually put some oil into the 2 lower spark plug holes. That's what I'm thinking about doing. Gosh, time runs so quickly. Like, I'm just looking at the counter while I'm actually recording video. I'm like, wow, it's been 2 minutes already. So guys, here's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna go ahead and get my turkey baster and some synthetic oil, and that's actually what I'm gonna go ahead and put inside of each cylinder and just see what happens. I'm not sure if it makes a difference or not. This is my first time adding oil to the spark plug holes. I've used synthetic oil, and I just put some oil into bottom spark plug holes. I did not put any towards the top. Maybe it should have some towards the top, but I'm not really sure. Let me know, guys, if you watch this video, if I should put it each way. Let's try to start this. Look at that. That was a little progress that we had. So let's push it back. Come on. Okay. Wow, it seems like it's so close. I can't help but think it's low compression. I think at this point I might just go ahead and actually add some oil into each spark plug hole and try it then. All right, let's try this. It's like it's running, but only on starter power, whatever that's supposed to mean. And I could feel the vibrations when I hit some gas. Hey guys, when I was doing that weird type of thing, the one wasn't starting, I went ahead and just started lightly pushing the gas pedal, and that's when I noticed RPM started actually going up, and you could kind of see that. Right now I'm getting a bunch of smoke. And I know I'm idling this kind of a lot, but with how long I had problems of starting it, I mean, what would you do? By the way, guys, this is me idling it. Let's see if I could just keep it at 5. I mean, my engine is still flashing. I mean, that's telling me something. There's possibly some kind of misfire going on. And it might be with my ignition coils, but I know one thing is, I just added towards some oil towards the two top fuel, two top spark plug holes. I don't know why I couldn't say that just a second ago. Because before I added towards the two bottom ones, and I kind of figured, you know what, I was kind of feeling like a little bit lazy. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna add it to the two top ones. And I'm not really even sure how much oil I added, because this turkey baster doesn't want to work at that angle. So I tried my best to squirt some in there. So I did kind of like a couple squirts, but I noticed when I flipped the turkey baster over, it still had pretty much full of oil. So I'm really not even sure how much went in there. I think what I need to do is buy myself like one of those oilers that you put oil in there and you could just dump some in. Let me see here. I'm gonna drop it down to 3. See if I could run at this. I'm dropping RPMs down. Guys, it seems like it wants to quit. And your lower wants to quit. throwing fireballs probably. Look at that. Sounds funny. See, I'm gonna drop it down. Wants to quit right around 1. Alright, I'm gonna try to plug in my computer and see what kind of codes I get, because the engine is flashing. Just go record. Guys, this is all it does right now. I might have killed it. I have to literally keep pressing gas over and over and over. This is all it does. So right now I'm holding the gas down, and this is what it's doing. If the car wasn't done then, I think it is done now. Just regained strength all of a sudden. It almost seems like it's starting to work better now. Probably shut the apex seals out. I definitely did not expect it regaining its strength again. This is really interesting. By the way, that's me doing it. Now I'm trying to see if I can hold a constant 6. I'm going to drop down to 5. So I'm dropping it down to 4 myself. It's kind of harder to hold RPMs at these levels. It's almost like this engine is probably done. I hate to say it, but it's probably looking at a rebuild. But the reason I'm recording this, I want to basically capture any kind of strange noises or any way that it's behaving, just in case you guys are experiencing the same type of things. I'm not afraid of a rebuild. I encourage it. So if I have to rebuild it, I'm going to rebuild it. My car died. Now it doesn't sound right. It's got that extra squeal in it. Ну надо же, тут дают так, ну, my goodness. Я думал, он запил, я никогда даже не видел, как моя машина делает. Она больше, скорее всего, больше не сделает, она сдохла. Такая дурь, мен. Я слышу специально, я ему объяснил, говорю, Кевин, ничего тебе включать не надо. Я тебе говорю, вот просто скажи мне, сынок, you came here like this, и ты чё? Guys, this is the codes that I did have. Crankshaft position sensor A, cylinder 1 misfire. Idle air control system, RPM lower than expected. And crankshaft position sensor A, circuit range. I didn't think I was going to start it up, but I just started it up again. and it's running. Go record it.
Recording. Yes, it's a recording.
Stop recording. So guys, as soon as I used up all the oil, probably in the cylinders, this is kind of like what it does. It just goes to this type of mode. I'm basically holding down the gas pedal, and this is what I'm getting. Can anybody tell me what this is? I mean, I know it's obvious, right? It's obviously low compression, engine needs a rebuild, and this is where it's at. Last time I was doing the same thing, it actually went all the way back up, but at the same time I'm kind of thinking, could this be because my engine's kind of slightly overheating? I mean, look at where the heat is, and I know my fans are coming on. I mean, this could be just overheating type of limp. Guys, I do think this is kind of like overheating a little bit. I mean, I know my radiator light is on, and you might be thinking I don't have any water, but I do. But because probably I was idling for so much, this is kind of like in hot. So this might be just limp mode, because I believe my fans would be just running as well. Let me see if I actually release the throttle. Kind of wants to die. I could barely hear it. It's slightly misfiring at 1. So I let go of the gas completely. It's trying to remain idle at 1000 RPMs. So I'm not sure if it's going to actually do it anymore, but if it's actually going to shut off, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm going to go ahead and add some water and see if that does anything. Guys, this is what it's doing. So it's overheating. I'm actually thinking I might have blown a head gasket. This definitely could have happened. And I could definitely see my water is boiling, and this is why it's doing what it's doing. It's definitely running a little bit too hot. I can kind of see it's boiling over there. Well, one thing's for sure, it is running. The temperature has dropped to less than half. So it's like not overheating right now. At the same time, it's spewing out water. So what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to, I don't know why my lights are on. I'm gonna shut my car off and see if I could start it back up again. And this is what I'm doing. Car off. My fans are running. This is just my fans, that's all. And it's just really hot, I guess.